What's up, guys? Welcome back to We Don't Have a Name Yet Town. For some reason, I think I'm going to name this place Sunnyvale Springs. I have no idea. We'll see what these guys say. I was having a look in the options, and if you decide to play with this mod and you've never used any of these before, the pawn state icons, these little guys right here that show you stuff about your colonists, you can actually just from the in-game options change them. If you want to change how they look, let's actually move out of the way a little bit so you guys can kind of see what that would look like. If you want to change whether they're like just text or if they're pixely, you can do that. I also changed, you can toggle the visibility, so if you don't want to see that they're cold, you can turn that one off. So you can specify what's going on. You can also do the size. I made them very small. I actually like this with very small on. I think it provides nice information, and I know it'll probably be a little hard for you guys to see, but it was set up at moderate before, and I think that's too big. That's like taller than them, especially if they have a bunch of stuff going on. So I think very small will be adequate. Arrange horizontally. Now. Items per column. We can have multiple columns. That's interesting. Let's do about 5. So yeah, you can toggle that right away. I also had to change some stuff. Hopefully the audio balance is still gonna be good. I haven't touched it at all, but I did have to delete the config folder. So I'll watch the video and please let me know if the audio needs to be tweaked a little bit based on what you guys think. Alright, so let's see about go ahead and setting up our colonists. Manual priorities. I would like everyone to firefight, please. Everyone to flick switches because, you know, that doesn't really take a skill. Relevant skill, none. Average, 3. Alright, doctoring is going to be Madam, of course, and Edie can help out when she has spare time. I like that this was renamed to negotiate. Diplomats deal with prisoners and visitors. That is pretty much going to be Madam exclusively. What am I talking about? Flicking. Here's the flicking. Everyone can do this. Okay, it's not going to be hard, I promise, guys. Alright, so now for cooking, Jin we definitely want. That's going to be her #1 duty, as well as Edie. And then for hunting, that will definitely be Frog. Fishing, don't know. Fishers fish at fishing piers and operate the aquaponics. I'm not sure if we build that stuff or maybe we need to be near a body of water. We will figure that out. I have a feeling this might be a little bit of a longer episode, so I hope you guys are okay with about an hour of RimWorld from me today. I hope you are. I'm okay with it. Jin, she can help with hunting, perhaps, maybe when she's done with other stuff. Turtle, I don't really trust, but he's definitely going to do some construction and repairing. We'll make him a priority as a miner. Edie loves doing her growing, so does Jin, so we'll make sure they get that done second. You know what? Jin can fish. I don't really want her to hunt, but she can fish. Madam really likes it, so she can do it as long as there's nothing else she needs to get done. Plant cutting, that's gonna pretty much be Turtle all the way, as well as hauling. Thankfully, Madam can clean, so that's good. So she will do a bit of research after her hunting, and then after that, she will do some hauling and cleaning. I gave her art. I guess we can have her do some art. No plant cutting though. Frog, I don't really want her fishing. I know it says relevant skills. I guess maybe if you're like spearfishing or something. I don't know. But she can help out with the construction and the repairing. Zurich is going to be our primary crafter, so he can do that stuff, and I also would like him to haul and clean. So haul is #2, clean is #3. Edie, if you would be so kind as to clean and haul as well. I think we'll set it up like this. She'll clean and then mine and then haul. I think that should work. Don't really want her helping with construction. She can help repair if she needs to. Zurich definitely help repair as well. And then he will do his crafting, construction, repairing, and then hauling and cleaning afterwards. Madam's pretty much going to be the only researcher, and we will get that stuff going, hopefully at a reasonable rate. Turtle, you can definitely help clean. I know you like crafting stuff. I feel like I forgot to randomize one or two of these guys enough because we have 3 people that are interested in crafting. Frog, I would like her to help with growing, and then she can help with crafting as well. Turtle, we don't really trust him. We'll set him to craft like blocks and stuff, but that's kind of it. And I think everything else should be okay. Set hauling to a 3, plant cutting to a 4. Plant cutting for you, no. Zurich can help with plant cutting as well as the mining stuff. Jin, I don't really want you mining. So we have a 1 in at least every category, every important category it looks like. Except for construction, but I think we're going to be okay because we're not going to have much crafting to do in the beginning anyways, and we have 3 people that are set to do construction, so I think this should be fine. Fine, you can fish. I don't know what that entails, but you can do it. Alright, I think I'm happy with this. Timetable, I'm going to let them do anything they want whenever they want. I probably shouldn't do this. You know what? Let's set up a schedule. So they'll get up at, I guess this means they'll get up at 7. So they'll go to bed at about 10. I don't know why I'm doing all of them when I can just do copy paste. They'll have an hour for joy. I'm not sure if joy also includes important things like eating. But they'll have an hour designated for joy. And then they can do, let's say, anything else the rest of the day. And I think also I read that joy, if they don't need any, then they won't do anything with that. Let's do something like this. This is, looks like 8 hours of sleep, 3 hours of joy, and then you have, what is that, 13 hours of whatever you want. So we'll do something like that, and we'll just see how it goes. You guys are wearing anything, which is fine. We have info buttons on stuff. I wonder why you're blinking at me. So Town of the River, they are kind of friendly with us. And we have these normal groups, which they are not so friendly with us. I guess those are kind of like tribes, just like a Viking type tribe or something. Then we have the Ilia they're hostile with us, and the Slicers are hostile with us. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started. Alright, we set up all that stuff. Let's go ahead and unforbid all of our seeds and stuff that we have. And let's check out, let's take stock. Zurich is going to get this, oh nice, it tells me Brawler will be unhappy. I think that was there before, I just never really paid attention. Zurich gets his War Axe. Jin can have a bow. Madam can have the other bow. Turtle can have the net. I feel kind of bad about that. And Frog gets her Carcano. What is the net? That's what I wanted to look at. Originally used by Retiari as a weapon to fight robot opponents in the Glitter World arenas, this high-tech weapon is also surprisingly useful at catching fishes. Can also be used to catch humans, so that's why we took it, so we can catch humans. Nice. Okay, in Turtle, I believe your skills are not the greatest. Your shooting, you're actually kind of passionate about. I don't remember why I set that up. Maybe because he really wanted to learn to defend himself. So it looks like we have some prison architect puppies right off the bat. Not really going to hunt those. We have a giant mega slug. And it looks like some of the icons have changed. This architect, though. Alright, so we have new icons. Let's figure out where we're going to build before we do all this stuff. I kind of like this area we're in right now because we can wall off the top and then we can wall off the bottom. That would give us 3 steam geysers inside of our walls with another nearby. Unfortunately, this would mean that we would be building primarily out of sandstone, but I think I would be okay with that. But this would also give us a lot of land to build on, a lot of farmable lands, and also we can dig into the mountains quite easily for any sort of homes or anything like that we need to get. Right off the bat, we may look at the new rock textures. We may dig all of this out right here and then use this as sort of our starting town hall type area. And then that'll let us farm up this section right here. And then, of course, we can dig into the mountain a little bit as we need. So I kind of just talked myself into this. So we'll probably put a wall somewhere over in this area. And then again, we'll put another wall somewhere over in this area. Looks like we have a little bit of extra steel that we can get. So since we're going to do stuff over here, I guess let's go ahead and set up a stockpile just for right now. We'll put it right here. And this can be, it doesn't matter, just no chunks, no corpses. Droid spawner kind of scares me, so just whatever you want, throw it in there. We'll probably dig into the mountain a little bit and make a proper storage. We're also going to need to chop down some trees as well. So we do have this vein miner, so I do know what this does. I've seen this before. It will super cheat for us and just set the whole vein to be mined out, which is pretty convenient, I must say. But let's go ahead and chop a little bit of wood because we're going to need some trees. So let's actually go ahead and chop out this section right here. And anything in this area. This will give us a little bit of wood. And then we can also set up to mine this section out right here. So let's mine out that, so that makes a nice little wall. And then we can actually use this as a little base of sorts. Just for the time being. I do like using what is here, and this is already here, so let's make use of it. So we'll have this as an entrance, and I guess this as an entrance, and then this will be our little town hall type area. Alright, so we need some beds as well. Hopefully you guys can get mining pretty quickly. I guess that little dot tells me what's going on. Yes, yes, yes. I know that we have all of these different speeds. Will you go away? I don't know why these keep flashing at me. It could be part of the interact. You know what? Let's check. Let's turn the adaptive tutor back on. Okay. We need a growing zone. We need some beds. All of this is, of course, true. I'm mostly concerned with getting things set up. Looks like we have a bit of rich soil up here. Some mud over here, as well as more rich soil. And I'm not really sure about this whole fishing thing. I don't see any fishing order here, so it might be something that we do have to build. So that's something that we'll just be aware of. Structure, looks like we have a little bit of new graphics. Wooden door, wooden walls. What about for production? What can we make? We can make a hand sawmill, a small muscle-powered hand saw for cutting logs into wood planks, a food prep table, heavy table used for butchering dead creatures into pieces of raw meat, and making simple salads. And then a simple grill, a small grill used to cook meat into simple jerky. Alright, so we have enough tools that we can get started. So let's speed up time a little bit. These guys are cold. It's 49 degrees outside, and they're not really wearing too much. Let's check out their gear. They all have Devil Strand cloth overalls, so these are good to Or they give -9 for their insulation. Spaceship engineers all across the galaxy are known to wear these for their resistance they provide against their worst enemy, the electric cables. 60% electric resistance, that's pretty cool. They all have this alloy vest, which is just like a Kevlar vest, I guess. They have this wrecked light power armor. So that's going to give them extra protection as well as a little bit of insulation. It's going to make them move a little bit slower though. And then I guess they're all just wearing trousers, which is fine. Alright, so we're getting some mining done. We'll probably use this entrance area as our first little like cooking and crafting type area. This will be the area that they sleep in, and we do need to get some wood chopped down. So I think I would like, I don't know, Turtle's set to plant cut, but he's also set to mine. He'll get to it. They'll get to it. I thought we had 3 miners though. We do. We have Zurich, Turtle, and Edie. So what is Edie doing? Edie's doing stuff. Okay. Zurich is... Alright, this is one thing I want to talk about. We never went over their health. So let's save Zurich for last because we know stuff's wrong with him already. Let's check out Frog. Her sight is enhanced because I gave her an advanced bionic eye. And I'm hoping that will help her with her Carcano M91. It's an Italian-made bolt-action rifle that was used in both the First and Second World Wars. A short-barreled version was also famously used to assassinate U.S. President John F. Kennedy. So that is going to be Frog. Madam is completely okay. Jen is completely okay. Edie has a stab scar in her left arm. Turtle has a bad back, so his moving manipulation is a little slow. And Zurich, this is the thing that yeah. Alright, so I was looking through Bionics, and again, I had no idea what any of this stuff did. It said brain stimulator. I didn't want to give him an AI chip instead of a brain. I wanted him to have a brain. So it says brain stimulator. And I was like, okay, well maybe that'll make him, like, give him a slight boost to stuff. Apparently, the brain stimulator just makes him terrible at everything. He's barely conscious, or he's only conscious like half the time. His sight's poor, his hearing's poor, his moving's poor, his manipulation's weakened, and his talking is very poor. So, Zurich's gonna be that guy. He's gonna be the new Gyu. And yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So, welcome back, Gyu. I'm thinking about just renaming you Gyu. And if we have to start over, I think ooh, it's really dark. This is actually really dark. Alright, well, this is so dark I can't even see what's going on. Can I... game options? I don't see anything about gamma or brightness. So let's go back to the game. Architect, what do we have? Do we have like for lights? Is it furniture, perhaps? Wooden torches. Okay, let's get a few wooden torches out and about. Like there. There, I can't even see what's going on. I'm sorry about this, guys. Let's see if we can get those built pretty quickly, and we also need a dumping stockpile as well. So let's zone a dumping stockpile, I guess, for the time being. You know what? We'll put it up here. Yeah, we'll put it up there. And then I'll change you guys to, or tell you guys to haul things. Haul all of the things. Okay, please, someone build. I know we need the beds. I know you guys are going to be grumpy about the beds. Let's go and get some, can we get some sleeping spots? We'll get some sleeping spots down. Can't see a thing. This looks good. There's 4, 5, 6. Got 'em. Why is that blue? We have a glow bulb. Well, that's kind of cool. Alright, well. This night thing is... it's dark. It's super dark. Oh, we can see again. Oh, that's good. This little glow bulb thing's kind of cool, though. Oh, and we got a gleam cap. I guess these are just growing because it's kind of a cave-like environment. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and set up some structure stuff. Do a wooden door here and a wooden door here. And then temperature, we have a campfire that we can set up to keep this room kind of warm. Actually, we're going to put some other stuff in here. So you guys haul stuff. That would be super awesome. Super duper awesome. Get a bit of cleaning going. The torches are up. That already helps quite a bit. Alright, and we're getting lots of mushrooms and stuff growing too. Let's go ahead and get this food prep table. We need 50 wood planks. So let's set up this hand sawmill. We'll just put it right here. So we'll get a hand sawmill going, and then we'll get some planks so we can get our food prep table going, and a simple grill used to cook meat into jerky. So I guess it's only for meat. We'll put it right there. And then let's maybe get some wooden torches. Actually, these glow bulbs look really cool. Let's put some torches inside. See if they get built. To make colonists work at a table, select table and open bills. We know about this stuff. Set up bills. We will make planks. Do it until we have. Let's just open this up. Do it until we have 75. Ingredient radius. We'll just dump it down to 20. Wood log. Sounds good. So hopefully Zurich will get started on that. We got our torches inside. I like the lighting. I do like it. Simple grill. We can cook jerky or grill fish. We don't have any meat of any kind, so we're not going to be able to do anything. It looks like Zurich's a little bit hungry. Our seeds, we need to get a little cave storage going on so we can store stuff properly and inside. And we should also probably get some stuff planted. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Let's do zone, growing zone. What do we have? We have, why do we only have 28 of something? We have 28 potato seeds. Let's grow a little bit of potatoes. So we'll do a row of potatoes. Yes. And then we will do a row of something else. What else do we have? A lot of wheat. We'll do a row of potatoes and a row of wheat, I guess. Actually, you know what? Can we not? Why can't we plant the corn? That's weird. We can't even plant the wheat. Okay, well, I guess give me potatoes. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Let's just make them something like that. Alright. So we need stuff to get planted. We need trees chopped down. We need some planks crafted. Hopefully Zurich will wake up and do that. Or Frog can go ahead and get to it. Getting our planks done, which is awesome. And let's go ahead and get our food prep table. Drop down right there. Got our potatoes planted, which is always nice. And you know what? While we're at it, let's smooth this floor in here as well. Alright, and what can we do at this food prep table right now? We can cook a simple salad, butcher creatures, shell mashgons, prepare squiddles, gut sea snakes, gut blue blades, and butcher tail teeth. Let's go ahead and just go with butcher creature. I guess do forever, and we'll build a little stockpile in the back of this room. So we'll make the ingredient radius rather small. We'll do a 20 for right now. And just animal corpses, all of those animal corpses. Oh my, and we'll worry about the fishing stuff later. Let's also do the cook simple salad. So what does this take? Any sort of vegetable minus potatoes, apparently. Requires 10 vegetarian. Well, we only have potatoes. We can't really grow anything else. Maybe we have some bushes we can harvest or something like that. Raw glow bulb. We'll figure that out later. We'll not do that right now. Let's also mine out these little areas that we don't really need on this building. And let's see if maybe we can harvest any plants in this area. Not too many things. Wow. Wow, what's over here? More steel. And it looks like, I guess, we're probably going to be hunting animals. Let's add Bill. Cook jerky. I'm assuming jerky lasts a while like it does in real life. Do until we have, I guess, 10. And you can make it out of whatever you want. And again, we'll make a like a little storage room in this area right here. Alright, well, I think that's probably going to wrap up this first episode. So we got started. It's a little weird starting with 6 colonists, but I think it just kind of expedites everything that's going on. We get stuff done a little bit quicker. And of course, I need to make sure that most of our people would be, or all of our people would be okay with eating human flesh, because once the raids start, that's going to be our main diet, is human. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you have any suggestions about what to do with some of this stuff, then by all means, please let me know in the comment section. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this series. We are going to name this town Sunnyvale. I don't know why, but we're naming it Sunnyvale. Alright, yeah, that's going to wrap up this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.